Right, ladies and gentlemen, please excuse the appalling light in this video. It's a very dark winter's day in London and night is coming on. I'm trying to film a last few things here. This is a scarce book of 1908 called Reminiscences of an Old Settler in Australia and New Zealand by John Webster J.P. of Opononi Hokianga, is that? Obviously New Zealand, I think. And published by Whitcomb and Tombs Limited in Christchurch, Wellington, Dunedin, Melbourne and London, 1908. The condition is, it's a bit sort of, the cover is a bit sort of speckled and sort of stained there, but the binding is tight and sound, and it's a fascinating book. Most of it is set in Australia, some of it in New Zealand, of the reminiscences of settling the countryside, the overlanders, first-hand experiences of travel in uncharted territories, a man setting up his various camps, travelling across the Australian outback, travelling across rough, uncharted country, meetings with Aborigines, etc., etc. It's all very, very vivid. There's a whole account here of possum shooting, exactly the details of how to shoot possums. The dogs will tree them, as they call it, for they feed on the ground, so you get dogs to chase them up into trees, and then I shot as many as we could carry, blah, blah, blah. It's full of absolute first-hand, vividly recounted stories of travel, settling in Australia in, I would imagine, the sort of 1860s, earlier than that, I think, 1830s, yes, there we are, 30s and 40s. So it's early travel reminiscences of Australia and then subsequently New Zealand. It's a scarce book. Currently on the internet, there's a sort of relevant inscription in the front. There are currently on the 140 million volume Abe Books antiquarian book site only 2 copies of this book for sale. They are priced at £72 and £79. It's that kind of book. My starting price, as you will see, is rather less than that. Thanks very much indeed. First-hand reminiscences of settling in Australia and New Zealand in, I think, the 1840s and 50s. Thanks very much. Bye.